I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect that are a part of the Bayesh Debadah, the house of David. To the men, women, and children listening and learning. To you I say Shalom. Just going to go through a quick lesson today, Lord willing, it be edifying. Because in these last times, the people in power, who we know as Esau, Edom, aka the white man, aka the devil, aka the physical counterpart of the spiritual strength on the left hand side, which is Satan. So in these last days, we know that he's turning things up, and it's going to continue to grow on. This year has been deemed by Apostle Tahar, Yahweh Shai, turning up judgment, and you can see things already, starting to happen, and plays are being set up, to push out their draconian measures and their ultimate goal, which is that MOTB, which we know that all things are in the hand of the Lord, so we just have to rely on our faith, that we're going to be saved, that the elect is going to be saved out of this thing. A lot of brothers are sick right now. It seems like this devil is putting things in the air, so he can call upon his his own cures, and force people to trust in that oppression, which we know leads to destruction. All right, so let's get started. This is going to be the book of Revelation, chapter 12, in verse 10. It says, "And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power, and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down." And the accuser that's talking about ye, which accused them before our power day and night, right? Because what does he do? He puts everything on the Israelites, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and tries to seem like, his hands are clean. And just through history, how many times has a so-called Israelite, a so-called one of these proverbs, done time for something that this devil has done, But Yahweh Shem Yahshua knows the truth, as the ones that he's brought into the light, So it's our responsibility, to pull down his strongholds, through prophesying, and showing, the rest of the world, putting videos up on YouTube day in and day out, what this devil has done to even the people of his own nation. All right, so this is verse 11. It says, "And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb." Because we wouldn't be able to reach salvation without Yahweh Shai, and that's the importance of Yahweh Shai. He put all them sins on him. He was the ultimate sacrifice. That's the only way we get out of this thing, man, is through Yahweh Shai. And by the word of their testimony, the testimony, we are witnesses of Yahweh Shai, and spiritually, We haven't seen him in this life, but the word, we've seen with the word, how the word works, because the word is Yahweh Shai. So we're a testimony to the Spirit, because then Yahweh Shai tells disciples that even though I'm not here with you, I'm here with you, through the Spirit, and that's still going out to this day. We're witnesses to the word, and to the Spirit, because we have faith, and faith is the substance of things not seen. Let me grab that real quick, so I don't botch the script. It's just not in my mind right now. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. But we have faith. Our faith is that Yahweh Shai is going to come back, through the clouds in a chariot, because we know he's faithful and true. We know that these words are faithful and true. We've seen them work already. We've seen the judgment go out. All right. So let's get back in verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto death. Yeah, we love not this world. For if we were a part of this world, we couldn't be of him. Because the world hated Yahweh Shai. The world hated the Spirit, and the looks of him, the works that he did, because they believed that nobody should be able to do that, because he came in a different appearance than what the majority wanted him to be like, and then you go into Matthew's and it says the servant is not greater than the master. So we got to go through the same things that Yahweh Shai went through, because Yahweh Shai had to be purified too through his when he took up that when he got put on the cross. What did he die first for? The sins that he did in his past life. The sins that he did when he was Adam, when he was King Solomon, when he was Isaac. All right. Verse 12, it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Right, and as you can see, it's, Lord willing, 2022 is all out chaos. Because we know that's what has to happen. What has to occur is more pestilence, plagues, famine, sedition amongst men, people's hearts waxing cold, a time like never before, Jacob's trouble. All these things have to do, but we have to prepare for it, man. How we prepare for it is getting more rooted, into these scriptures, because that's the root, and practicing the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, and because that's the way of life. Man's ways leadeth to death, but these commandments and these scriptures, that's our life, man. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of the times. So we gotta get rooted in this thing. We gotta stay rooted, listen to sound doctrine, so we could withstand the wiles of these devils, so we could so we can just be, strong in our faith, steadfast, keep thy eyes single, keep it on that prize, man. And the prize is salvation. And there ain't gonna be no better prize out there for you, man. The world can't give you nothing more than what the Lord allows. But in the kingdom of heaven, he'll give the tenfold. You know? So what's better? A day in the life of this world, you know, of a high status, or being a king or a prince, you know, judges of the earth for eternity, you know? All right, this is Daniel 7 in verse 7 in verse 24. So this is Daniel 7 and 25. He shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand, until a times and dividing of times. And we're in that dividing of times because the elect has, you know, the majority of the elect has woken up. You know, and he's speaking great words against the Most High, you know, saying that he can, you know, that MOTB is speaking now, you know, and he's saying that he can be his own power. He's saying that he can make life, you know, as we're seeing with these robots and, you know, super soldiers, and, you know, he's trying to control, you know, his own destiny. But we know his plans shall fail. Right? And I'm going to get verse 26. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end. All right? So that's what he got in his future. He has the destruction of his kingdom. Right? But he's wearing this out. You know, he's trying to tire you. You know, the devil is trying to tire you out and trying to make you fold. You know, he's gonna come at you every other way through its, you know, he's gonna come at some brothers through you know, through these sicknesses, you know, and try to get in your head like, oh, maybe I should go take that venom. You know, he's gonna come at some brothers with you at your job. You know, oh, maybe you should go take that. You know, or else you're gonna be out of luck. You know, out of a job. But no, we gotta be strong. We gotta stand firm, and we gotta keep on going. You know, no matter what he tries to do, no matter what predicament we're in, we gotta have that faith to withstand all his bullshit and all his deceit and lies. You know, you gotta look at things from a spiritual eye to make sure that you're making the right choice in this thing, man. All right, so this is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might, right? Because he could deliver us out of any situation. Put on the whole armor of God Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All right, so we got to put on the whole armor. You got to go through the whole volume of the book, you know, learn these lessons so we could perform, you know, righteously and make the right decisions in time of trouble. You know, that's what we're preparing for. We're preparing for that temptation right now. This is verse 12. And those hard times, you know. Verse 12, it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of the world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right? Because they're doing their sorceries, their witchcraft, you know, and it's too much for us right now. That's why we have Yahweh Shai, you know. That's in this book. You know, these are our weapons right now. Hebrews 4 and 12. What does it say? That the word is a weapon able to split the soul. And I'm gonna just grab it because it just popped in my head. And that this word is the power that we were giving right now. This is this is Hebrews 4 verse 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of thoughts and intents of the heart. You know, this is the power that we have. You know, this is the power that the Lord gave us. You know, to defeat these devils, man. This word, and you can see that they shaking in their boots right now, man. That's why he's come down with great wrath. That's why he's going to push harder his agenda. That's why he's gonna push out, you know, make that last stand, you know. But at the same time, we're doing the same thing, and you know, it's already manifest that we're gonna win. But we still got to do this work. This is verse 13. It says, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand." All right. Right. We got to make sure we're doing all to stand. You know, make your calling of an election sure. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on a breastplate of righteousness. All right. And your feet should showed with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Right. So we're standing firm, you know, taking on that ground, not budging. It says, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Take this helmet, salvation, and the sword of spirit, which is the word of the Most High, right? Because that's what's going to get us through, is the word, you know. The word is going to, you know, it's going to act as both our power, our weapon, and our defense. You see? You know, the Apostle Ricard went over this the other day, broke down the scripture, and he said, you know, that shield, you know, that shield of faith. You know, when you, like in Gladiator, when you have the shield, it you know, it was his defense, but he turned it into a weapon, right? It's the same thing that the elect is going to be, because we're going to be, you know, we're fishers. You know, as it says in Jeremiah 16:16, we're fishers, and we're going to be turned into hunters. All right. You know, the Most High is of a balance of duality, you know. For a false abomination is an abomination unto the Lord. 2 Timothy 2:2-1. It says, "Thou, therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Mashiach Yahushai." All right? We got to be strong. Can't be weak in the truth. Because we wrestle against not flesh and blood, but principalities in high places, spiritual wickedness. We got to be strong. And the thing that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, and saying, commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. All right. We got to teach our brothers, you know, through our experience before that time comes. That's why we warn all men, like in Ezekiel 33. It says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach." It says, "No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier." Right? We're not a part of this life. We're not supposed to be a part of this life. All right? We have to disconnect ourselves. So then, if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. Right? We have to take heed unto the laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and perform them to the best of our ability, no matter how tough it gets. We have to stand firm with our loins girded about with truth. God, this is Ecclesiastes. This is Ecclesiastes. Chapter 1. This is the book of Sirach. Chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure." Right? Endure as a good soldier. "And make not in haste in time of trouble." Alright? We're not going to make haste if we're rooted in this thing. If we have the knowledge and stability that this word gives us. If we have the understanding and wisdom and fear of the Lord, He's going to guide us. But we have to make that discernment, man. We have to pray for that discernment in those times. We have to pray now before it happens. Before the judgment goes out, we have to examine ourselves. As it says in the 18th chapter, or the 20th chapter, I believe. No, I believe it's chapter 18 and verse 20 is Sirach. Examine thyself before the day of judgment. This is verse 3. "Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end." Alright? Hold on to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Hold on to this truth, the faith. Keep on doing the work so, you don't lose it. "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate." We gotta endure the chastisement, whatever Yahweh Shem Yahushai gives us, we're taking it on because we know that it's for a greater purpose. That He's refining us right now. He refines the men of the Lord. He chastises those that He loves. So take it cheerfully. Verse 5 says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." Alright? Where the 1/3 is being tried in that fire, being purified. So with that, we have to go through certain things, to get the purification, to get those unclean ways and unclean spirits out of us, to be acceptable to receive the crown of life that Yahushua will place on His elect. Alright? So with that, I'm going to say all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. And to the men, women, and children a part of the Bayash of Debadiah, the house of David. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Shalom. Wa abal babal. Till the next time.